Welcome, one and all. This is the Peace Dealer. Thank you for joining me on another live episode of the weekly Astrology Horoscope, aka the weekly Peace Report. Thank you very much for joining me. Shout out to those of you in the live chat. I see we already have a super chat donator. Thank you, Shuri. And I will be pulling for the super chatters the wisdom of the oracle at the very end of the broadcast and stream. This is most likely going to be the last broadcast of the month. So once again, I will be donating a portion of these proceeds to certain relief efforts. Probably St. Jude's, but we'll see. Once again, I saw some links that were shared. But anyway, pardon my serious demeanor. There's nothing necessarily wrong. I'm totally fine. I'm just a lot more chill right now. So you're probably not going to get my normal wild, crazy self. I'm just going to make this a pretty quick broadcast so we could, in effect, speak about what this week is going to bring, as this Jupiter conjunction to the sun is still in effect. And this is a week where the conjunction that we had kind of now goes into a deeper level. All right. This deeper level, of course, having much to do with you being revealed at a very profound way, the strength of your own imagination. And I'm really talking about this trine that this this Scorpio energy is going to be making to Pisces. All right. And because there's so much that's occurring behind the scenes, you don't necessarily want to get yourself caught up by how quickly things are going to develop. The coolest thing about this week is that everything that's meant to happen this week is going to happen now. All right. Yeah, D. Martell. You did see that, for real. And yeah, my friends, really keep that in mind. Make sure that you don't necessarily get put off by what is occurring, because with this first quarter square, just, be mindful that certain things you thought you knew will completely be revealed in a sense that shows you a completely different picture. And this change of perspective is actually for your benefit. It's this the whole facet of this quantum revelation is to probably enlighten you to something where you are going to see it in a different way, but that different perspective actually ends up helping you, and not in the long run, like immediately. And in some cases, it's going to be very positive too. For a lot of you, actually, there's been stuff that you've been worrying about. And because the whole notion of this Scorpio season has everything to do with embracing your insecurities, believing in yourself, and coming into a much deeper understanding of who you are at your soul, this is now going to have you kind of experience all this energy a little bit differently. And you're going to really gain a very powerful understanding of how strong a whole lot of your magic and power is. So this quantum revelation this week for a lot of you is you seeing physical, detailed proof, all right, of the unseen facets of your aura. Okay. In other words, what this week is, it's not going to, it's not necessarily going to, it's not necessarily going to apply in a very new way, because a whole lot of you seeing this aura, right? Or a whole lot of you experiencing your aura has already been established. But, during Libra season, um, during even Virgo season, you really, really, really like weren't even able to notice this more subtle facet of your energy, because Virgo season, you had to focus on your lifestyle. Libra season, you were dealing with all these people who were coming into your life. So Scorpio season is your ability to now be very, 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 very aware and mindful of the subtle energy your aura makes. Okay. By the way, I cleared a whole lot. I got some really great news recently. So I'm sorry if it looks like I'm like low or down. I actually received amazing news today. I'm going to celebrate tonight, actually. But it's really just once again, it's the same thing that I said last time. My Capricorn moon is just fed up with a whole lot. It's not just one thing. So you're going to see this express itself in my body. My Gemini sun is cool. It's chill. I'm not really tripping, but that's just the incongruence. So I now have greater time to really finish this Yin Yang Apprentice episode, and that needs to come out. Every time I've been trying to get stuff done, distractions have been happening. And I'm not the only one. This is something that happens to everyone. You're going to find that this is directly confronted during a week like this. Okay. So, for those of you who are psychic, you can have a conversation with my Capricorn moon during the stream. Some of you already do that. Because we're in Scorpio season, I can reveal some secrets. Some of you kind of felt guilty for calling my energy, but if you call on my energy, whether as a friend or you're trying to call on my dark energy sexually, by summoning my dark twin, that's all your business. You have permission from me, right? This is the one positive thing about Scorpio season is Scorpio is the energy of the summoner, because the gateway is Sagittarius, moving into the spiritual. So they can take stuff from that energy, right? And summon mythical beings from the Pisces realm. So, um, my spirit self is quite the mythical being, if I may get a little delusional. And just call on my name if you ever want peace. Some people call on Archangel Michael. You can kill say no jutsu, the peace dealer's energy. Like, I'll give you a temporary status boost. Some people have noted when I'm in their aura, they feel a lot lighter and whatnot. But it is what it is. It's just, if you call on my dark twin, be very mindful. My dark twin is not me, and it is very reckless and relentless, and it will cross your boundaries. But some of you might like that. But I'm just letting you know that, because this is all part and parcel of this quantum revelation. I'm literally talking to you about summoning my energy. As we go into Sagittarius season, themes like this, that let's just take it for what it is. It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit different. It's rare. That's the whole portion of Scorpio. You cannot be afraid to be different. That's the whole notion and purpose of Scorpio representing a rare energy. Okay. And this quantum revelation is one that you're going to experience, but this quantum revelation is one that you are going to reveal. You're going to let certain special people in your life understand a deeper facet of you, which might actually even express itself, you know what I'm saying, in a special way, it might even express itself in a special way um, to you as you reveal it to other people. And one very special lesson that this is going to bless us with is the greater awareness of our subtle aura. So, for those of you who are meditating, for those of you who are really diving deep inside, you know what I'm saying? Please be in a position to understand what it is your inner soul is telling you. This is another place where this revelation will come from. All right. Isabella Dugarte, I'm proud and honored that you opened up about having suicidal thoughts today. It's great about opening up about that. Remember, even if there is not anyone around you, thought streams are not always yours. And it's always good to objectify and like think a little bit critically about this. It is very, 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 very normal to think about suicidal thoughts during an intense season like Scorpio. Okay. Don't necessarily even feel bad about it. Such thoughts will cross the mind due to the very deep energy that blends this real life with the spiritual realm. So our critical minds will process this through sadness. For example, I have the planet, and anyone who has Pluto or Saturn contacts, I have the planet Saturn on my moon. I'm going to use myself as an example, but anyone else who has moon Saturn, moon Pluto, all right, we're probably we might not, this doesn't mean that you're going to have suicidal thoughts, but it could almost affect other people. This is where that quantum revelation is going to come in. So whenever like my original state, and this throws a lot of people off, like I am like the RBF Prince King, okay, and like a lot of people would think, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? And I'm feeling happy. Like, this is how I feel happy. I want you to actually think about it. So someone who has their moon conjunct Jupiter in Sagittarius, their natural state is just like they might not even be happy, but it's just like they just have this aura. I literally have the opposite. So it's just like, so, it could really be, I'm telling this to you guys because some of you subconsciously make yourself feel like you have to smile when actually you want to just let your natural energy out, especially in public, and let people think that you're giving them a death stare when you just have Saturn contacts or Pluto, and that's just your natural state. Okay, these are certain things you're going to quantumly reveal. A whole bunch of these small idiosyncratic interpersonal relationship themes will be heavily visited as you develop, what is the purpose of Scorpio? Deeper intimacy with other people. All right. No more fake smiling, my friends. I'm totally serious. To you earth signs and water signs, no more fake smiling. To you earth or water sign moons, we need to stand up. We need to have a resting bitch face parade. And we need to have public service announcements that just protect us from having to change our RBF. Okay, it could go something like this. Do you have RBF? Are you wrongly accused of just being a sad or rude person? Maybe you were thinking some positive things in your life, but your face literally lacks the quality of smiling. Don't worry, you have RBF. Resting bitch face is not a crime. Resting bitch face is not an illness. Resting bitch face is simply just a face. Yeah, I'm gonna. Who wants to like help me? Because I'm going to make a series of PSA and commercials just so someone can stand up for us. Talk about a quantum revelation. Because there's always some Sagittarius. See, Sagittarius at least can see that people don't have RBF, but Sagittarius and Libra are always just trying to like, find people who have RBF, unless they have RBF themselves, and they're just gonna be like, "Why don't you smile?" Those people who know that you have RBF, but they just want to like make fun of you. Why don't you smile? What's wrong with you? Blah blah blah. And it's just like, oh my gosh, Jupiter, stop using the Sagittarius to piss me off. And this is another thing about this quantum revelation and week that you're going to very greatly understand. And this is what's going to ultimately help you gain greater intimacy with other people. And this is also going to incorporate a whole lot of how well you actually change your mind about certain people, but understand them differently. And what I mean by that is because you're going to start understanding your aura, you're going to really see more clearly how different planets work through people. All right. I remember this Pisces that I would talk to. So, and every time she would talk to me, she would call me Gemini. And Pisces understand. Like there'll be a Pisces who realizes that Ralph Smart, Mr. Infinite Waters, he made a video a long time ago to the effect where astrology can limit you because it's like you'll think you're your own sign. But I mean, I'm not sure he was aware of moon signs and rising signs because that couldn't be any further from the truth. But it's very important to understand more often than not, a lot of people think that it's you or that person, but it really is just energy working through you. And one beautiful thing that I've appreciated and valued as an astrologer and psychic is that thank you, Heidi. Thank you very much, Heidi. As you learn to really, you know what I'm saying, see and understand people, you can learn what's Mars acting through someone and not someone. You could learn, oh, this person has a moon on their Neptune. So they're literally channeling a random entity and it's making them uncharacteristically not themselves. This is why you really have to know the people who you're around, because from now until Pisces season, you're going to see a lot of people getting possessed. Another part of this quantum revelation, you're going to see a lot of people not acting like themselves. And this is where I will always say this, and I will say this once again. Your enemy is never your fellow man or your fellow woman. The enemy are unseen principalities in higher dimensions and realms, the lords and principalities of the sky that vibrationally influence people. Literally picture that there's an adjacent spiritual realm of lust demons that are going to influence you to look at that man or woman with impure lust. We live in a very sexual culture where you can just express lust towards someone, and that's considered sexy. That's considered cool. They do it in the movies. They do it on the TV shows. When that shit's disgusting. You should never express lust toward a man or woman that's not pure. And you have to control it. All right. You will not hear that spoken here. People don't have that kind of integrity. And we live in an age where if you do have integrity, you're just not cool, or you're a party pooper. Well, Saturn's about to go in motherfucking Capricorn, guys. So just like I said before, you better get your crap together. Because when Saturn comes into Capricorn, this is like the grandfather of the Zodiac coming back, and all the troublemakers are like, "Oh crap, we have to start acting good again." All right, Saturn doesn't give a goddamn about what you think, about how free you want to be. Saturn Capricorn wants to know, do you have integrity? Because if you don't have integrity, Jupiter and Scorpio is going to completely expose you with me. Okay, trust me when I say that. Down to the point where you don't have to believe this, but it's completely true. A very famous prophet that everyone quotes to this day, I won't say his name, had said something to the effect of, if you are in a relationship with someone and you even think about having sex with someone else, guess what? You cheated. You might as well have had sex with that person. And there are a lot of people who will not believe that. There are a lot of people be like, "Oh, get over yourself. That's just really traditional. Why are we even being trapped up in one spot anyway, and allowing ourselves to like be limited to who we can be. Well, then don't be with that one person in a monogamous relationship. Then have integrity. Your intent has to be so pure, because literally everything that you express as an intention is an energy. Okay. um Heidi asks, why is Capricorn the devil card? Capricorn is the devil card because Capricorn is the tester of the integrity of your actions and your intent. And what you imagine is very real. So your intent has to be so pure to where everything you're projecting towards someone is an extension of your auric field. That's why even like masturbating to somebody can be a very perverse invasion of their privacy as well as of their own personal space. However, don't worry, for those of you who have felt guilty in the past, you have total permission to do so. For me, I don't need any more emails of people apologizing that they did. The peace dealer is cool with that. Heck, if you want my dark twin to join you, just call on a dude and the mofo will come through. But regardless, you want to be very mindful once again of your pure intent. And not all the time is it you who influences your intent to do this. A whole lot of times there are going to be negative vibrational entities that tempt you, that literally encourage you to do so. And that's the best part of this battle. It's up to you to listen to the light side or the dark side of your consciousness, and who you're going to feed. All right. So regardless, once again, this is a very powerful quantum revelation that will come to you and from you. I don't want to make this broadcast too long. Once again, damn, Dominic, I'm gonna pass on that. But yeah, I definitely want to keep in mind a great level of making sure you're in a position to really understand what you feel deep inside, which if you're doing it right, it should unravel into a greater rabbit hole that you may not necessarily know. And you also want to be in a profound position to get shocked, because once again, what's going on right now is a very, 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 very deep understanding of how you tap into the cosmic realm with this South Node in Aquarius. Okay. So, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. All you people agreeing with Dominic, I just cannot. I just cannot. Whatever happened to the old-fashioned way of just eating cereal? Okay, I'm going to use code words because I want to just get immature in my Gemini energy, but my cap is fighting. I might have to go east really soon. Dominic is still in the show. That's that dude right there. But Dominic is talking about eating the cereal box. Whatever happened to just eating cereal? Like, I remember when it was just enough to get men to eat cereal. You know what I'm saying? Now these little kids is trying to eat groceries. You know what I'm saying? We're going to say Dominic's eating groceries. And for us old fashioned people, we eat cereal. Let's just assume you know what cereal means. Okay. Do you remember back in the day, like, you couldn't even get men to eat cereal? You couldn't get them to go down there and eat cereal. You know what I'm saying? Now these little kids is eating groceries. That's nasty. That is just so nasty. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Then again, maybe I could open my mind. I never will. I'm sorry. I just don't go down there. No, I'm not even going to try it. But it is what it is. Regardless, you know, we could talk about such things because Scorpio season energy is where we now start to embrace more of the sexual side of life. If you eat groceries, I'm not going to judge you. I think it's nasty. But, to all their own. I'm old fashioned. I will eat cereal. Okay. I will go down there and I will lick that cereal before I eat it. But it is what it is. I'm just not going to touch the groceries because yeah. But regardless, make sure, you know, Dominic's a Scorpio, so you can let him mislead you. But I'm more a clean Gemini. Regardless, make sure you're in a position to very much so embrace these unique parts of yourself, because this is what you're going to bring to others. So what I want to do right now is to take advantage of this North Node in Leo transit with the moon on the South Node, and we're going to trigger a quantum activation. The cards that kind of signify this are the 10 of Cups and the Soulmates card. So if anything, you want to be very mindful that your willingness and awareness of how you're being more authentic to yourself, and this quantum activation will trigger an understanding of your quantum partnerships. And I mean, that Soulmates card and the 10 of Cups could very well facilitate this. So, I mean, this really has much to do with more than 300 people live right now. And we're going to be evoking the power of the South Node in Aquarius. So for any Aquariuses in the live chat or just live with us, a lot of, or Aquarius risings or moon, you're going to really be in a position to very profoundly and greatly, vibrate through that energy. So the revelation is going to happen to everyone else. Since you Aquarius energies already have the Aquarius, just know it's going to come from you. So you're going to be giving people this revelation, and that'll kind of be how if anything. Okay, so this is very simple. The whole facet of South Node transits are to unlock hidden information that really helps you develop mastered skills. And because the moon is here, you really, really, you know what I'm saying? You really want to be open to what's revealed to you. The whole purpose of Aquarius squaring Scorpio is the difference between wisdom and knowledge, to where the foundation of wisdom is cosmic knowledge that helps you gain a more advanced understanding of the details you are psychoanalyzing. So as such, with this cosmic activation short meditation that we're going to do right now before we continue, this is going to trigger very quickly, wherever Aquarius is in your chart, and everyone has Aquarius in their chart, by the way. It's impossible to not have any sign, even if it's empty, you know what I mean? It's still a very important part of your chart. So you may find someone else kind of fills it in for you, but you're going to very, very quickly, even before this broadcast ends, receive relevant knowledge that will now clash with a whole lot of your understanding of how to perceive your aura. And opposite this with the North Node in Leo, how to express this creatively. If you have a North Node in Aquarius, this is going to very profoundly, open up a very quantum cosmic level of your destiny. So you may find this kind of pushes you forward, and it helps evoke this. So what basically all we're going to do is just channel a lot of this energy to the crown, and that South Node energy from Aquarius will align your vibration with the codes of the stars. So as we're doing, you just follow along, because as we're doing this, we want to evoke Sagittarius energy and Pisces energy, which is visualization. The whole act of imagination is literally One of one of the most magical things you can do, but we take it for granted because of how easy it is. Magic is the ability to shift one's state and the incorporation of your thoughts and imagination, as well as your critical analysis, all involve the mutable signs of energies. Okay, so please make sure you are in a position to be very mindful of how well you could deeply organize what you're going to perceive. In other words, what this meditation will do is zap your crown chakra with higher vibrational consciousness that is not filtered or is not impure by the lower vibrations here. This is going to change up a whole lot of how you see things. And then you want to give it 2 days literally for the energy to integrate as you now understand, because we're going to move into Pisces moon. And that's just going to be one of the most magical transits of the whole year because of that double trine. The only other magical transit we will have like this, we could say, is the Cancer season one, but nah, Jupiter wasn't involved. So it's going to get lit. That being said, let us now calm our energy down. Take diaphragmatic breaths. And now as you breathe, activate the South Node in Aquarius by envisioning your highest being. Okay, who is this superstar version of you who is very much so on point and the very best version of you? As you now breathe this energy, the breath of life is activating your energy to fuel energy to what you're envisioning. This is activating this Aquarius energy because you envisioning this now is charging your aura to really feel what it feels like. And this is all you have to do. When you now envision this, now we're going to activate the Pisces energy. When you see what you see, how do you feel? When you're doing what you're doing, how does it feel to be this awakened self? It doesn't matter if you have like a full vision of this. Now, the whole purpose of this is to, let's say, like Joanna Blaine, she's an alien goddess. That's that higher quantum self. The North Node in Leo is, if you were to animate that alien goddess, who would she, what would her personality be like? This is what you want to bring, all right? But for now, you just want to hold in the vision of your mind, this energy. And now, as you breathe, slowly feel a subtle invisible field around you of your own energy. Some of you, you're going to feel this immediately because you have Pisces moons, so you always feel your aura. Or some of you, it's going to be very hard. You may barely feel anything. And it's okay if you don't feel anything. Just trust that you're setting up a force field around you. Set up a silver force field, but you can make it any color. You want this force field because we're going to channel down white light on our crown, and the force field will help protect you from the raw nature of the vibration, so it's not too harsh for some of you. Some of you won't need the shield because you have like buku Taurus energy and you're already protected, but this is just an advice. I want to thank you guys for the positivity of the energy that we've connected. This all comes from you guys. So, this is one of the cool things of us pooling our energy together so that we can all benefit from the peacefulness we can share. Okay, so I now want you to see the North Node in Leo as your heart and the South Node in Aquarius as your higher self in the quantum realm of potentiality. Now that you have this bubble up, picture your higher self beaming and blasting down their essence down to your crown as you become more of this individual, and then feel that energy come down into your heart. This is now utilizing the South Node in Aqua and North Node in Leo energy, and the moon is going to have us download this. Because you do this, and we're doing this at 11:11. This is amazing. Because we're doing this and opening through this gateway, this is going to shift your energy a whole lot. Some of you, this is going to shift very dramatically. Others of you, very cool, pretty well. So take the next 2 minutes to do so. And then once you do so, and once you feel like you're done, you're done. And I love how simple it is, because if we had maybe just 2 people, we'd have to do more. But the power of numbers allows us to really get away with doing like minimal, if anything. So what's cool about this is whenever we do meditations like this, because the energy is peaceful, it literally kicks out certain people who have less than honorable intentions, because the vibration raises. You'll see after we do this, some people will come back on. And this happens a lot of times, unless, we do special meditations that bring other people. So really keep this in mind whenever you feel like you are in a bad place, or whenever you feel like you are surrounded by negative energy. I now give you the gift of this meditation. You can do this anytime you want. All right. And just picture that the moon doesn't have to be on the South Node. The South Node could be in Libra for all I care. You can do this anytime you want. This is just going to be stronger now because of this energy. And this will help you stand back and firm with your higher self. All righty. Well, I just want to thank you guys again for a whole lot of your support. You know what I'm saying? As they say, people may love you today and hate you tomorrow. I know there's some key people who've been supporting, where no matter what's said about me or whatever is revealed, you know what I'm saying, it'll be taken with a grain of salt, and there won't be conclusions rushed to, because a whole lot, once again, of why I'm more serious than usual has much to do with the attack that's being placed. And I have the luxury of saying that, I'm getting spiritually attacked, but that doesn't mean people will really believe it for what it is. Light workers, people in all fields, whether they're in mainstream television or YouTube, they're getting attacked for speaking their truth. And especially if they're giving out occult knowledge like this, whenever we make videos like the Las Vegas fiasco that exposes how stuff like this could have been orchestrated, whenever we make videos that exposes more or less using real occult tools like astrology and tarot, what's being hidden, we get attacked for this. So don't be surprised if you see some people try and attack my character. Don't be surprised if you see some people try and get in my way. This is why, above all, I have to walk with nothing but integrity. This is why when you walk with integrity, no one in the world can stop you. If everything you're doing is a reflection of what you truly stand for, right? Then all people can do is just lie about you. And if you don't give people ammo, if you don't give people the tool to try and extort you, you know what I'm saying? They won't have anything on you. And this is the cold, petty world we live in. People have no integrity. So there's so much to hide. I have nothing to hide. I'm very grateful. I've never really done anything in 27 years of life where I have to be worried that I'll get caught. Never raped anyone. I've never killed anyone. You know what I'm saying? I've lived a very honest life, and all I can do is continue to do so. Definitely, I've done some stuff that might not be the most admirable, like go to the strip club, you know what I'm saying? And make it rain a little bit, or do some naughty things, but I haven't necessarily done anything super like bad. I'll be good for now. I haven't done anything, thanks though. I haven't done anything like, really evil or anything. And that's not to pat myself on the back. The temptation is only going to get, worse. And I'm encouraging you also not to fall for the temptation. I'm encouraging you also not necessarily to be in a position to really like believe the hype. You don't have to be bad to be cool. You don't have to forsake yourself to be cool, because these idiots really think that they have to be because everyone else is doing it. Heidi, yeah, if you find your videos are getting demonetized for no reason, YouTube is still on some bullshit. So, say they just get on worse BS. And you're gonna find they're not even doing that to just spiritual YouTubers. Just anyone who speaks out on something that could be great, they can now just demonetize you. So it is what it is. I could care less if none of my videos get monetized, because it's not about the money for me. It's about the message. But still, it sucks to see hard work you do get screwed up just because some people shout out to Link the Boss, just because some people want to, get in the way. But regardless, definitely keep in mind, you want to be in a position to not necessarily entertain any type of energies that really forsake not your morals, but forsake your integrity. And do this for yourself, because a lot of you think that you can finesse. There's certain types of idiots who feel like they're cool just because they can finesse others. There are literally people out there who feel like just because they're so good at deceiving people, just because they're so expert at yeah, that's good too. Just because they're so expert at lying to people, that they're cool because they've never gotten caught, when those are just childish idiots. All right. Those of you with old souls, you really have to stop giving people the benefit of the doubt. And this is something that me, with a childish spirit or a childlike spirit, a Gemini, was so hard for me to get, because I felt like I had to really put myself on the same level so that I don't feel a leader, so that I don't put myself on a high level. But there are people who can hold you back. You don't have to be mean to them. You don't have to be rude to them. But if your soul is calling you away to chill from some people, it's because you're reaching a point in your life where you cannot let mediocrity hold you back. When we go into Saturn and Capricorn, that's all about greatness. Jupiter and Scorpio is about developing that depth of rareness where you stand out from the rest. That's why I appreciate Scorpios. Scorpios never put themselves on the same level as others. Even my little Scorpio sister, like even when we were kids, she would treat us like peasants and she would make us do stuff for her. And it's just all in her vibration. They could be very bossy, but they know they're royal. There's no Scorpio, there's no Aquarius, there's no Taurus that doesn't know they're royal. There's no Leo that does not know they're royal. And you can be superior. And this is Aquarius woman taught me this. She told me in a reading, I learned that you can be superior without putting yourself over someone. And you cannot allow yourself to let people drag you into their mediocrity. When you them, you may get along with them, but you don't feel right in your soul. You're not being cocky. You're not being too great, because you have the opportunity to ascend into higher circles of people who resonate and sharpen you more. Just like they say, the combination of who you are is who you will be. And what's worse than being with people who deliberately hate on you is being with people who really don't help you move forward. If anything, they're just at a certain level. So I'm not saying this so that you look down on people at lower levels than you, but a lot of you need to stop giving people the benefit of the doubt. A lot of you really need to start listening to your soul or this inner energy that might cause you to believe, or that might really key you in to certain secrets that other people may not know around you. And you really want to have the mindset of maybe someone who's working on a covert mission, someone who cannot reveal everything about what they're going through, because not everything you get intuitively is for other people. You want to fully understand, if you sense that some people can literally be used by other entities. One thing, once again, with the Scorpio energy is there is a greater revival of dark energies within others. You fire signs that are awakening greater sight to be able to perceive other people's auras. God is using you as the circumventing clan. That was a horrible word. God is using you as like the preemptive striking clan, so that these people who get possessed, you have to call it out. So, all right, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, you have to call it out, and you have to understand that you're going to be called crazy for calling it out. All right, if you have this rising too, Aries, you have Uranus on your energy. So you're going to be crazy. Like, people are going to say you're crazy because you're going to notice it right when it's happening. And people, and the way the dark works is the dark energies are so subtle. So they're going to do it in a way where it's like you can't outright call it out, because they can just wishy-washy, like hide behind some BS reason. But it's not about reasoning. Your fire calling it out is literally going to dispel it. So you might have to be in trouble and get in trouble for it, but no, every time you call it out, it works. Uranus, you might get called crazy. Sagittarius with Saturn, when you call it out, you might get in trouble. Saturn might kind of tax you for that. So doesn't matter. Like, if you don't do it, it's going to fester within people. And now they won't be, some people, they're not even aware until you call it out. And it's like, oh, snap. And then they literally lose that hold that was on them because you made it conscious to them. A lot of these are unconscious biases that after their ego can use to make them show face, but you must call it out. And it's less about being factually right, because a whole lot of what you might call out isn't necessarily exactly what it is, but it's close enough to really, like, once again, open up greater awareness. That being said, we just did this cosmic activation. I'm going to encourage you to continue to mindfully still have this connection. Even if you stopped, you can still maintain it. But once the moon goes into Pisces, there's going to be a magic shift, because slowly this week, a lot of this energy is going to be trining Pisces. And let me show you, based on this energy. I got small tabs this time, which is cool. Usually have mad tabs, not this time. Yeah, as you can see, the moon is right now on Aquarius. So this is the meditation we did. We are in a third quarter square, the first quarter square. So this whole week is a first quarter square building up to the full moon. The first quarter square in astrology, this moon in Aquarius is going to provide us insight with knowledge that will now, over the course of this week, as we go into the perfecting phase or the culminating phase, you're going to really perfect a whole lot of this wisdom that you're gaining, so that once we get to the full moon, from the full moon to the third quarter square is the harvest period, where we're now gaining a whole lot of information of what to do with what we've manifested in this full moon. So you're going to find from now and up until Taurus, especially as the moon slips into Pisces with this trine here, this is where this divine quantum revelation will reach a climax, because this is going to be one of the most intuitive psychic days of the year. All right, this trine is no joke. A whole lot of what your soul is revealing to you, you will see mystically through dreams or through visions with this square here and the sextile between both, to intensify how this really adds more to your character. And then once this goes into Aries, there's a quantum independence that's taking place here by you establishing on these next 2 days a very internal sense of your own decision and your own MO of how you're going to really step into this energy. Because now, as we shift into the second decan, and we have this trine, things get super groovy, and we have this full moon. And we end the week with Mercury at the final degrees of Scorpio. What this means in a nutshell is that you're going to gain a profound understanding about a whole lot of these deep themes inside your psyche, which will manifest a greater way to communicate, perceive, and experience your auric energy and the telepathic flow of energy that you have. The best part of the Scorpio season is for those of you wanting to connect with your quantum partner, for those of you wanting to connect with special people. You're going to be developing your psychic connections with special people that you're in relationships with all through this month. And this is the week where it's going to reveal how to do so deeper. All right. One thing with this water energy is you cannot necessarily think linearly about this. It's not like you talk to them and then you wait for them to talk to you. You're engaging with multidimensional facets of themselves. All right. And you just definitely want to be open with the signs. Whenever you see a sign that shows you're connected, you respond back this time by, out of faith, connecting and speaking with your heart. Don't speak with your mind, speak with your heart, however long that's going to take you, and start to see what kind of connection is grown as such. This is definitely, once again, a week of you gaining cybernetic understanding of how to more deeply express much of your energy. And I invite you to join me for the super full moon in Taurus webinar that we're going to have on the 2nd. The link is below to register. It's going to be on the 2nd of November at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are going to take a whole lot of the values you've developed in Taurus season and reaffirm them, so that as you are manifesting a completion of the desire that will be received by you, you'll stand firm in your value. This Taurus webinar, we're going to talk about the 3rd quarter square that'll happen with the moon in Leo on the North Node and why that's important. And then, of course, the balsamic phase leading into the new moon in Scorpio, which is going to be stupid potent. And we'll break down how it affects all the zodiac signs. I'm going to draw a tarot card spread and some oracle cards. You know what you get anytime you join a webinar with me. And yeah, we'll definitely have a grounded party. One thing for this Taurus webinar that I highly recommend, if you come live or whenever you watch it, you need to bring some wine with you. No alcohol, no other kind of alcohol, but wine. Taurus loves wine. You don't have to be drunk off the wine too. Actually, I recommend you're not. But you really do need to drink some wine during or before this, because this is going to very gratefully. So if you join me, you're going to see me with a bottle of wine. I'll be sipping on it while we do this webinar. All right. Just like Belle said, for Venus. And when you have this wine in your aura, Venus will kind of help as we will invoke her energy. Venus loves wine. Like, that's the one thing that's like, anytime like I get in trouble or I'm not living as well as I should, and I need to appeal to the planets, Saturn won't talk to me. Mercury will usually be too busy all of a sudden. And then, if I bribe Venus with some wine, she'll kind of talk to the other planets and then I'll be good. Venus hooks it up, yo. Venus really has to be Lucifer for real, because I don't know how she can like do all that. But you bribe Venus with some wine, and I don't mean like some cheap $10 wine. She'll just give you the most notorious side eye from an adjacent dimension, and then probably screw up your love life and attract you to some bums. If you give Venus bummy wine, she's going to make sure bums start hitting on you. If you bribe Venus with some amazing wine, the sky's the limit, my friends. So the lesson here is, learn to bribe the planets and you'll be Gucci. Regardless, I'm going to now pull the cards for the zodiac signs before I pull for the super chat. I still have half off on majority of my readings. So definitely please take advantage. This week, I definitely recommend ordering the snapshot transit report, which is just basically a recorded report where I give you the month ahead. And also, the 20 minutes still, once you order, you could schedule. The code word for this noun is quantum revelation. So any of you who speaks with me live or gets a reading, if you say during the reading, so the code word when you buy it is wisdom, which you'll see below, and you'll get it half off. But during the reading, if you say quantum revelation, I will reveal through the cards and intuitively what you're going to reveal to others and what your revelation is as well. The code word quantum psychology will still apply too, so we can look more into the cybernetic and intuitive nature of your psychic power and really how you can psychologically um, screw with people's minds. I mean, heal people, all that positive jazz. All right, my friends. The card that I have for Aries, Aries rising, Aries moon, is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is talking about you definitely fighting for your right to kind of be yourself. Just make sure, um, Aries, sometimes you could be very unconscious and you think that you're defending yourself when you're actually just being an obnoxious asshole. So make sure that you're not burning bridges because you're unwilling to compromise. Of course, for some of you, Aries, you're going to be defending yourself from other obnoxious assholes, and they're just not going to realize for you to turn up the way you're going to turn up on them, and they're just going to run away from you. But just, be mindful, Aries, you're not the problem here. Okay, Taurus rising, Taurus moon, the card that we have for you is the Star card. Don't believe the hype, my friends. There's a lot going on to make you doubt the power of spirit. There's a lot going on to make you doubt that your wildest dreams are still attainable. And this is talking about this week, Taurus moon, Taurus rising, you just gaining great renewal and you gaining healing and you really, having your faith restored in the process of flow of the universe. And it's just going to be very positive. In fact, I feel for some of you, it's an encounter with that energy in a very positive way. Gemini moon, Gemini rising. We do have the Gemini card, the Lovers. So you're going to find that you're in a profound position to experience love quite sexually at that, and bow chicken wow your way across town. So if there's anyone who you're ready to give that killer stare, you know how Geminis will just give you that mysterious stare and then all of a sudden your heart is palpitating because they gave you the I'm about to F you eyes. But then they do it in an innocent, naive way where it's like, did they really look at me like that? Yeah, we'd be messing with people's heads. The Lovers card is definitely speaking about you having exciting opportunities to connect with people on a heart level. And you might find yourself with some beautiful loving this week. Cancer moon, Cancer rising. We have the Four of Wands. So this is actually really crazy in a positive way. You're going to find a lot of positivity, and you're going to also find this feeling of sanctuary. Your own home is going to be very lit if you throw a party yourself. Cancer, this is talking about a surprise that you get where something's going to happen to you, Cancer. You're going to throw a party and you're going to just celebrate and be happy for how things have developed. So congratulations, my friend. Leo moon, Leo rising. We have the Knight of Swords. This is the card of the young Gemini whippersnapper who's ready to charge into battle. And Leo, I always see this as a royal energy. So you might have a knight who could be giving you intel, or I see this, Leo, there's going to be a Gemini rushing back for you this week to finish off some business. They're just going to zoop and you guys are going to have an altercation. Some of you Leos, there's going to be like these people who come up to try and mess with you, and then just as you're ready to throw down, this Knight of Swords comes in as your tag team partner, and you just kick ass with this mofo. But for others of you, you might have to have you know what I'm saying, this energy. Hold on. Yeah, so be mindful. And Virgo moon, Virgo rising, the card that we have for you is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is speaking of you being victorious and you having a lot of success. The work that you put out is going to gain a whole lot of praise and notoriety, and it's definitely going to be very powerful and great. Some of you can kind of gain greater success in your society because you put out something or you did something that's going to put you in a greater position of leadership. Libra moon, Libra rising. The card that we have for you is the Magician. So for some of you, this could be some of you meeting your most compatible soulmate. But Libra, you're not going to find the one, Libra. You are the one. This is what this is trying to say. You're so highly skilled. Use your skills. Like everything that you need to do, you have everything that you need to do to go and break through the next level. The Magician is promising success because you utilize your own willpower and mindfulness, and do a little magic spell or two. Call on the peace dealer if you need some help. Gosh. Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising, and I mean more just like call on my energy, like you can summon me. Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. We have the Ten of Swords. So this is actually talking about the end of a bad situation. Scorpio, the vision that I had with this is like in a Nigerian movie when someone like does some kind of prayer and then someone randomly dies, and then it's like, hey, wait, so this one all along was doing witchcraft to hurt me, and God has proven himself. And it's just gonna be so dramatic, like telenovela mixed with some kind of cheap shot Nigerian movie where someone probably gets a car accident or dies, and then you realize, oh crap, this person was like plotting against you, and like whatever you've done. But the whole purpose of this is like you're going to see karma hit someone bad. It's going to be the end of a situation. Okay, so just really keep that in mind. I don't sense that this is you on the floor bleeding and dying, because I'd be goddamned. I think if anything, you might be the one murking somebody. So Sagittarius moon, Sagittarius rising. The card that I have for you is the Queen of Swords. Okay, the Queen of Swords is this very intelligent Libra lady who's going to try and like act super smart towards you and really, kind of like play you. She might not be a Libra, but she's low-key a little bit fake, because like her whole aim is to just literally play mind games with you, Sagittarius, and just show you how much more intelligent she is than you. So she's going to low-key like compliment you on stuff, but then throw buku shade at you like a compliment, but you can tell it's an insult. This is what this lady's gonna do. If you encounter this lady, you know what I'm saying? This lady's about to be your best friend. You know that chick, Sagittarius, in your life that you guys just insult each other. Some of you, this is going to be you, Sagittarius. You're just going to like get out your goddamn feelings. You're going to get in your mind, and you're just going to turn into a straight up biatch. All right. And you're going to be calling out people who need to be called out. Sagittarius, this is saying this week, don't give people the benefit of the doubt. All right. Some of you are 2 weeks late, Sag. Some of you, Saturn has been waiting for you to like literally roast the crap out of someone, and you can't be nice anymore. All right. But what I sense for you, Sag, this is just that friend who like calls you a bitch and like says so much mean stuff about you, but you still love each other. You're still best friends. And some of you Sagittarians, this is gonna rub you the wrong way. You're gonna be like, did this chick just talk to me like that? You know, when someone talks to Sagittarius reckless and they're like, I'm the only one who's allowed to talk reckless to people. Who are you? But this person's gonna end up being like your best friend regardless. Even though you're really gonna hate each other, you're gonna love each other. It's gonna be so weird because of you. That weirdness is most likely because of you, because people can kind of like love and hate you in Gemini. I don't know how. Like you guys are kind of crazy. But Capricorn, Capricorn moon, Capricorn rising. The card that I have for you is the Justice card. Karma is going to strike. Similar to Scorpio, karma is going to strike. This Justice card. Some of you may even take a situation legal this week or take legal action against someone. Some of you may actually balance certain things. The Justice card is very powerful. For some, it could even mean the beginning of a relationship or a hopeful marriage. But what I'm sensing for you, Capricorn, is karma is going to strike, all right? And things are going to be balanced, and you're going to finally see people who deserve their karma get their karma. Because I think some of you have been waiting. I think some of you have literally been waiting for people to get theirs, and it's just like the Capricorns looking out the window like every 5 minutes, like, did they get theirs yet? Did they get theirs yet? No, okay, not really that much, but Capricorns are going to be hitting that happy dance. They're just going to see someone got their karma, and it's just going to be like, you're going to see them smile. So if you see Capricorns happy for once in a while, it's because they saw someone get the justice they deserved. And they're just going to be happy for all but like 3 seconds before they put their resting bitch face again. It's just going to be like catching Kanye off guard. Just like, you know how you know how Kanye would just be like, all right, that's about to be Capricorn all day. You're just going to see them on their phone like, yes, this person got justice. And then they're going to see that you're smiling and they're going to be like, all right, Aquarius, Aquarius moon, Aquarius rising. We have the Tower. Look out for the karma police because they're definitely going to try and rain on your parade. Unfortunately, Aquarius, you have a whole lot of knowledge once again that you know, and you are not necessarily see. Some of you Aquariuses are trying to do Pluto and Aquarius before it's time. Okay, stop trying to make Pluto and Aquarius happen. Aquarius, some of you guys are trying to hit people up over the head with quantum knowledge that you know is just going to like be way too much for them because they're not smart enough to get. And you're not forcing it down their heads. But you know, the Tower card is really talking about an unexpected shift of energy because of this square North Node energy or South Node energy that in your case will put things to place, but while it's happening is going to be very chaotic. And Pisces moon, Pisces rising, we have the Four of Wands. So you're going to gain a higher facet of financial stability. For those of you who've been wanting, this is assured material gain. So you're going to get your boss hog on and you're just going to be making that dough, my friends. So that's totally awesome. Okay. All right. So the card that I have for everyone is make a wish, my friend. All right. The Nine of Cups is saying your wish is going to come true. It's 8:44 p.m. I see that as a synchronicity. The archangels definitely want to help you. So make a wish. My personal wish, of course, is to raise my Kundalini. I'm just totally focused right now on having this Kundalini awakening activation. I've never in my life had a legit like spiritual experience. I have had spiritual experiences, but I've never really, I've healed myself with Reiki. So let me just not say that and be ungrateful, but I haven't had that experience. You know how some people feel born again? I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that connection to the divine. So my wish is definitely to awaken to that greater level and to connect with my quantum partner. All right. And I know my wish is coming true. So, definitely get ready to step into satisfaction. Chrissy, you can totally have more than one wish. This person has 9 cups. So definitely spend the rest of today. The way you can harness this is as you channel energy from your higher self, focus on what it is you want to manifest, and it'll happen very quickly. Thank you once again for joining me, guys. I'm going to end this broadcast, and now I'm going to draw the cards for the super chat. The last thing I want to say is just definitely be in a state of mind to appreciate quite profoundly how well you have developed this past 6 years. You are now going through a new 6-year transit of uncovering your place in the world and how you harness and give this energy. All right. So make sure you don't necessarily get in your own way, and make sure you acknowledge a whole lot of how well you have developed, because this is definitely one of those weeks with Venus opposite Uranus where relationships are just going to kind of occur. Some of you are going to really develop relationships with very key and significant people in your life that you are destined to, who will awaken these powers, because they're already awakened, but their influence is going to sharpen it so that you have a much greater emphasis of how you experience all of this. Oops. That being said, this is going to come with you embracing your insecurities, not thinking you have to be perfect before you do something, and just like doing your powers, giving someone a random so really keep that in mind. I'm now going to pull a super chat. You guys stay blessed. I love y'all very much. And yeah, until next week, it is what it is. For any of you who may not be in to the help or donate, I'm still going to pull a card at the very end for everyone. All right. That being said, hold on. Unsuccessful. Oh, is this off? I want to make sure the Price is Right music is right, because I don't play around. We party over here when it's time. Right. Appreciate those of you who have joined. All right, cool. So I'm just going to be pulling the super chats for today. Everyone who has, donated for today, much appreciated. Sunshine B, the card we have for you is Deep Knowing, and this is definitely a facet of what you will gain. All right. In your experiences with others. Shari Walker. Sherry Walker, we have peace. Peace is definitely speaking of you being in a position to really just soak up a whole lot of the positive energy around you so that you're not really affected or perturbed by the negative vibrations. Lilac Ocean 420. we do have fork in the road. So be mindful that you will have a decision to make as far as your integrity is concerned. And, as long as you don't forsake that, you will be good. Make sure you don't take that position. All right, Luna G. Thank you, Yahula. Luna G, the card that I have for you. We have deep knowing. So deep knowing is definitely, speaking of, similar to the last time I pulled it, you gaining a profound understanding of how to really, incorporate and deal with this energy, as well as how to understand. You're going to have a deep knowing of yourself and your own power. Okay. This deep knowing of yourself is going to help you understand others quite profoundly. I really do want to express thanks to those of you who don't really allow yourself to get distracted by, the live chat. Some people kind of bring with them their own vibration, and it's the dark forces way of literally distracting people. And it sucks to see when other people kind of egg it on and kind of play it up instead of, ignore it. But it is what it is. Shout out to those of you who kind of keep everyone like focused. All right. Queen Deji. For Brown Brujita and you, the card I have for both of you. As far as I see, Ali did get blocked. As far as her being authentic, it's cool to be authentic and real, but it's not cool to be super vulgar and to start fights with people in the chat when they want you to tone it down. And I've noticed it's been a theme that's been happening for a lot. So I mean, I can already understand off the bat why she got kicked off. Yeah, let's just be adults here, y'all. Like, we can have some vulgar jokes here and there, but it's not really cool to just kind of like speak like that. It makes some people uncomfortable. So regardless, the card that I have for you is I definitely would like to keep, yeah, like the Astro family said, there are kids that watch this, so please don't be a kid yourself. Like, say whatever you want. I don't like to restrict people from saying stuff, which is why I haven't necessarily blocked anyone before, but unless they're trolling. But you know what I'm saying? Like, grow up, guys. Don't. And I'm not talking about every one of you. You guys have been dope, but just for anyone in future, like, be mindful of what you say. Like, keep that stuff in high school. I don't think we have any high schoolers here. And just like Ein F said, she was given chances. The childishness does get old, so it is what it is. Kimmy Cat 90, the card that I have for you is Soulmates. Congratulations, Kimmy Cat. You have a profound soulmate encounter coming up for you. And it's going to be amazing. Holler, holler, holler. I hope you enjoy it. You're going to be in love, especially if you haven't met this soulmate already. Brown Brujita and Queen, I think I forgot. I know I pulled a card. I don't know if you saw it, but I'm going to do it again. Regeneration is definitely speaking of you being in a position to, once again, regenerate emotionally from your experiences so that certain things that hurt before won't hurt again. Michael Blandon, the card that I have for you is Milk and Honey, baby. All right, Michael, we have Milk and Honey. This is a profound and amazing card that's going to help you reunite with your soulmate, Marcy. It's important to know the positivity and vibration of this lies in your heart, and you can bring it forward like this. Yeah. All right. You have no idea how much my Capricorn moon does not want to do this right now, but I will not stray from the integrity of doing the happy dance when I pull a happy card. But every time I play that song, my Gemini sun is like, yay! And my Capricorn moon is like, oh, God. Licto 13, the card that I have for you is by the book. Make sure most of what you do, if not all, is definitely by the book, because you don't want to be in a position for someone to say you were cutting corners. You're being watched a lot more than most others, and it's very important that you really shine that example. Because Yvonne Jones, we have serendipity. Yeah! Serendipity is defined as unexpected moments of gloriousness and happiness that occur even when a situation seems like it was going to go south. Here's a little bit of serendipity dust for you. Thank you, Yvonne, as you claim this serendipity. Amen. All right. That's just amazing. And you said you received a new path opportunity, so that could definitely have much to do with that. With this Pisces moon transit, all of our wishes that we wanted are manifesting. I also drew the 10 of Cups today. So much love to Apollo Deity. A lot of you may not know, but he has a Pisces moon and he's a Leo. So he'll be making like awesome wishes for us and they come true and you may not even know. So Piscean, right? So definitely grateful for you, bro. And the card that I have for you, yo, is Fork in the Road. And you do have a fork in the road. When Akatsuki comes for you, are you going to live your truth and fight, or are you going to just surrender? This fork in the road is going to really test how deeply you believe in yourself, all right? Black Love, the card that I have for you. Is Truth Be Told. A lot of the low motivation and the concern about work will be offsetted by a very great ability for you to reflect back the truth. The reason why that energy is low is because there's definitely stuff you aren't wanting to tell to people because you have that 8th house energy. And even though you're very intelligent, you know, telling them the truth will probably hurt certain chances you have, but you still want to tell the truth anyway, and it'll work out for you. Heidi, thank you so much. I'm glad I could help. We do have Breathe. So what I sense for you, Heidi, is that your energy is so erratic. Your soul is literally evolving, and you've built up a whole lot of energy, but it's so much for your Virgo to handle that you have to really breathe and activate the breath of life so that the energy can flow. And the more you breathe, it's going to discharge. That's the vision I'm getting. It's going to discharge a lot of that energy so that you're in a greater position to actually, you know what I'm saying, feel that fire more, because Uranus on your soul is kind of making things chaotic. So breathing will calm things down and help you gain even more energy. a great weight. Scorpio Queen wants a card for love, and we have serendipity. Are you looking for love, Scorpio Queen? Do you want someone to get stung by your stinger because they're hypnotized by your eyes, that they don't even realize they're walking into the trap of unconditional love with you, to where they're going to be loved by you forever, whether they want it or not? Never fear! Serendipity is here for you! And some very handsome, attractive being is going to walk right into your heart when you least expect it. And it's going to make you feel like, yes! Another young fool I can bring to the underworld with me! Yeah!
Area, you got.
Oops.
If you like to collect coolest.
That was a mistake. You know how Scorpio just catches an unsuspecting victim and then they're happy for the next 6 months because it's like, yes! This young fool has no idea I'm about to isolate him from everyone and just live with the underworld. And he's going to be so addicted to my sex. There's nothing he can do. Scorpio just be having that look when they caught that one prize catch and just like, yes, this person has no idea how I'm going to screw their world up and they're going to be so addicted to me. God damn it, Scorpio. I can't even be mad. It's kind of cool. Lenny, the card that we have for you. See, Libra would tell the truth to someone and then turn that person into friends. It's so hilarious. We have to the sea, so it's saying that you're going to find you're in a position to really go deep inside your heart and deep inside your soul. And it's going to supplement a lot of your intelligent realizations with very wise and deep emotional understandings. All right. KB Shang, what the hell, what the F can I expect? We have regeneration. Regeneration is talking about very core wounds that you've had that subconsciously get in the way of you really moving forward. They're going to regenerate, all right? You're going to find the stuff that used to hurt you does not hurt you anymore. Thank you, Katrina Brown. I'm glad you're busy partying with us. The card that we have for you is Chop Wood. So I'm going to actually read from the book. Chop Wood is going to incorporate abiding by social rule. That's by the book. Chop Wood. Oops, 42. So we have being grounded in everyday experience. Yeah, I get the sense with Chop Wood, instead of getting lost in your dreams, you know, you want to release attachment and gain meditation by the minute, simple things you do and almost getting lost in that ordinariness, because that's what's going to very powerfully shift this for you. Jasmine Hall. Normally, you'll get this Chop Wood card if you're so active in your imagination that you kind of need to calm down and tone it down, which is a good sign, if anything. Jasmine Hall, we have why. Have you met your soulmate, Jasmine? Well, it's time for you to meet your soulmate. You'll find your wish comes true. As a soulmate who you thought you were finally done with waltzes back in your life, literally looking like this. And the face will just shock you. Did you think our karma was done yet? It's only barely started. You thought you could get rid of me, Jasmine. You thought you could just let me go. I'm your soulmate, though. Sorry, Jazz. Hate that it had to be you. Yeah, that soulmate's going to pop up out of nowhere. Just like, hey, are you ready for some karma that's going to piss you off? I'm ready to waste your time. Don't you hate those kind of soulmates? You're going to love it, though, because they're your soulmate. Gwendolyn, the card that we have for you. All right. We have the tribe. The tribe is definitely speaking of you being in a very great position to connect with your soul family. And a lot of this for you, Gwendolyn, is psychic and through dreams. You're connecting with your soul family already. And when you meet them, the familiarity is just going to be so profound. Thank you, Joanna. Love and light to you too. And the card that I have for you is exchanging gifts. In order for you to establish a relationship with someone you like or someone who you want to be friends with more, exchange a gift with them. And this is going to be an establishment and token of your appreciation to where it's something that could almost recur for both of you, okay? The Pratt Pack. The Pratt Pack, there is only one thing that you need to know, and one thing only. Oh yeah! Serendipity is coming for you! Do you just like unexpected happiness that you don't even see coming? Do you just like minding your business and all of a sudden the heavens open and everything you've ever wanted just happened? Come on down, the Pratt Pack. We have serendipity just for you. You're just going to be like, wow, no, what? Me? Oh my God, thank you so much. Wow. So congratulations. All right. Jazz Ravenel, the card that we have for you on this lovely night. Are you kidding me? Is this a joke? Because we have serendipity for you too! Jazz, there's just something about not expecting great things to happen that just make them happen. And that's going to happen to you. Come on down, Jazz. We have serendipity for you as well. Looks like everyone's about to get serendipity, but you definitely will. And the best part, you're not even going to see it coming. It's literally just gonna happen. Congratulations. All right, Sharon, the card that we have for you is exchanging gifts. Sharon, in your case, the gift that you're going to exchange people is the knowledge about themselves. And not just the knowledge about themselves. You just have profound intuitive wisdom that just by people being around you, it's a gift. But you want to be mindful that it's not that you're doing it to get something back, but there's going to be something that you receive. And you want to be mindful of what that is and establish it and call it out, because you'll be mindful of how this is a vibrational energy that's changing. I don't get the sense that you're going to exchange gifts with just one person as well. Okay. Britzy. The card we have for you, Britzy, is also exchanging gifts. In your sense, Britzy, you want to be mindful about who, if you do exchange gifts with someone, this is going to happen to you. I don't think you're going to exchange gifts. Someone's going to give a gift to you and you want to exchange something back to them. Be very mindful, all right, of what this person gives you, because it's going to reflect how much they really think about you. Okay. IMP. The card that we have for you is come to the edge. Come to the edge of your fears and of what you feel is possible to achieve. Oh yeah, now focus. Thank you. Come to the edge, my friend. And when you come to the edge, you'll realize the fear of falling doesn't apply to someone as godly as yourself, to where you could risk the elements themselves and still come out literally on top. When you're at the edge, you're going to see something that most people didn't have the courage to see. Quantum Snowflake, the card that I have for you. is fork in the road. Fork in the road, if anything, is speaking of you having to make an important decision not to forsake your integrity just so that you can find the right way forward. And you're going to have to make a choice down a road that is so much more luxurious but not authentic versus the lonely path that really, exemplifies how real you could be. Choose wisely. BC, the card we have for you from me is as occurs. Come on down. Come on down, BC. We have blessed. Do you like being blessed? Do you just like knowing that you can have peace in your life because everything's going to be okay? And you can just walk down the street like, I'm blessed. I don't have to worry about anything. Well, come on down, BC, because you are most definitely blessed. Congratulations. Just look how much swag this person has. All right. All right. The next card that we have for you, Nancy Solorio. As far as your love life is concerned, we have a leg up. So you don't necessarily want to feel, this is important because when it comes to people you may be dating, you don't necessarily want to worry. And this isn't to say you're dating anyone now, but you don't want to worry about, competition. You don't want to feel that someone else may be a better partner for someone else than you. You have a leg up into where people would literally be lucky to be with you. Okay. So kind of hold that chip on your shoulder. That extra confidence is going to show itself, and it'll speak for itself too, but it's very good to know. Quantum vibes, open to what the flow says. Well, do you want to know what the flow says, quantum vibes? Treasure Island. You have a treasure in your heart. Come on down, quantum vibes. Do you like opening up a treasure chest with just riches, beyond riches, beyond riches? Know that this is not only in your heart, but you can go in this area anytime you need some inspiration. Congratulations. All right. Who else is going to get this song? Goodness gracious. Annie Broken House Shack. The card that we have for you is no place like home. You're not going to be told to click your heels, but you really want to gain an understanding of what home is for you, whether that's your heart or not. And for any of you who want a card but can't afford it, don't worry. Like every live broadcast, when I'm finished, I will pull a card for everyone, so we all win. Don't even trip. But yeah, no place like home, Annie, is really encouraging you to be in a position where you realize where you are this source of home. And you're going to, I feel like it's reversed. Like people are going to feel like you are the soothing place. Thank you, Chrissy. That's what I'm here for. All right. Funny Val, the card that I have for you is Round and Round. Round and Round is talking about you dealing with old lessons in new ways. And in your case, Val, don't necessarily be put off by someone who kind of reminds you of something old because, dedication for real. What's up, Nikki? Definitely don't let this stop you because it's going to happen a different way. And it's having to come back around so you can go through it with greater charisma. Jackie Perdomo, better late than never. I agree. The card that we have for you, quite profoundly, Jackie. Come down, Jackie. We have the Soulmates card. If you are looking for the embracement of a kindred soul, maybe even a twin flame, then look at these penguins. Sure, they can't fly, but they're going to have meaningful sex later. The Soulmates card is talking about you having happy connections with a soulmate of your own. Jesus Christ, thank you. Congratulations. Alex, the card that we have for you. Yeah, my cat Moon's fed up at this point, but hey, it is what it is. Alex, we have a leg up. Don't let these people think that they're even close to intimidating you. A leg up is saying that you're definitely a step ahead of any perceived competition. But in your case, I also see this as you, like this illustration, using your position to help other people. So you not only have a leg up, but you're also in a very profound position to help people come up with you. I just want this to freaking focus. Oh my God. All right, I can't. I just can't. Screw it. A leg up. Soulgasm Hawaii, the card that we have for you. I'm going to let you have it. I got a leg up again, but I'm going to give you another one because just in case. Unfinished Symphony. This unfinished symphony is at length illustrating a very important part of your soul path that you literally had to take a break from because life happened and other people kind of entered your karmic stream and you helped them out when you didn't have to. So now finally you're going to be able to finish it with greater power, and the universe is going to hook you up because of the help that you didn't have to do but helped other people with. Soul La Vie, a card for love. We have a leg up. This deck is the Wisdom of the Oracle card by Colin Baron Reed. We have a leg up for you as well, which is encouraging you to know that you don't have to worry about other people getting in the way of your relationship. You have this intelligence towards you when it comes to relating with others, that this love will come naturally, but it's important to know that there's an advantage you come with, and this advantage is your wisdom and your intuition. The final card that I have for everybody, whether you donate it or not, is flexible. Make sure you're flexible enough to really circumvent and handle any changes that need to be made. A whole lot of what you're ready to step into will require flexibility in your schedule, as well as Janelle knows what's up, as well as flexibility with someone else. Ain, I actually pulled your card, INF. Yeah. So try and rewind it if you haven't seen it. And if you still haven't, let me know and shoot me an email. But yeah, thanks one and all. I'm very grateful to connect with you guys again. And I'm going to peace out. You stay blessed. Peace.